Hello everyone, I'm the ghost of Dylan, and today I'd like to show you some creative ideas for your social media content this Halloween. Now, as a ghost, Halloween is my favorite time of the year, obviously. But as a small business owner, Halloween also represents a great opportunity to have some fun, perhaps run a seasonal sale, and boost engagement with my audience. Let's take a look. Now, the easiest way to create some Halloween content is to use a GoDaddy Studio template. In our template feed, you'll see a Halloween quick start button at the top left, and this will take you to a massive selection of Halloween themed templates. There are loads of design styles to choose from in a range of formats for all the major platforms. Aside from doing most of the design work for you, they also give you loads of ideas for your content, whether that's running a sale or a competition, sharing a recipe, making an invitation to an event, or just posting something to share in the festivities. Like all templates in GoDaddy Studio, you can edit or replace any of the elements by simply tapping on them. If you have specific ambitions on a Halloween sales campaign, then head on over to our layouts where you'll find a new Trick or Treat collection, which has a range of single and multi-page templates for different platforms, all wrapped up in an elegant design style. Again, all you need to do is tap the placeholders to add images, and in the same way, simply tap to edit any of the text, graphics, or colors. Alright, now if you'd like to design something of your own from scratch, then you absolutely have to check out our updated collection of graphics in the graphics library. You would simply search Halloween, and you'll be spoiled for choice with a huge range of illustration styles. Here we can see the individual graphics, and then right at the top here, there are all the unique graphic collections themed around Halloween. Now, a few of my favorites this year include Horrific Halloween Illustrations by Stephanie Birdsong, as well as Halloween Monster Boss by Studio Muti, which has some beautifully and intricately drawn designs custom made for GoDaddy Studio. And then another custom pack for GoDaddy Studio is Halloween Price Flashes by Hello Mr. Frank, which are really cool and quite cute, but at the same time very practical for running a sale or any type of Halloween campaign. You can use these graphics in loads of different ways in your digital design, or even print it out as stickers or labels if you select a PNG with a transparent background when it's time to save. And you can also incorporate your own text into some of these price flashes, for example, to customize them even further. And as you can see, adding simple but eye-catching Halloween graphics to your social posts is the easiest way to stay relevant during the Halloween season, and designs like these really shouldn't take you more than a minute or two at the most. Another specific idea with graphics I'd like to share with you is using them as backgrounds for your design. And this year I'm all about vintage map graphics, which has a very Interview with the Vampire, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein kind of feeling about it, especially when paired with some gritty textures or a gradient, and then the blend tool to make it a bit more horror. You can try these as dark backgrounds for brighter, bolder graphics, and you can see this combination works pretty well. Graphics can also be blended in with your photos. I'm really loving this little hack of using the Remove Background tool to duplicate a photo and then cut out the subject from the top layer and add a graphic pattern in between. Personally, I'm really loving the Halloween Patterns by Goosefroll graphic pack for this particular application. Alright, now images are going to be a big part of your visual content during Halloween, so I wanted to remind you about the huge selection of royalty-free images you can find on Unsplash and add to your design with a tap. You sometimes forget about this incredible resource that's available for free with the GoDaddy Studio app. So I'd suggest searching for Halloween or horror, or like I've done in this case, use the phrase haunted for some really dark and beautiful results, which you can use either as hero images or perhaps backgrounds for your design. With that in mind, and moving on to Halloween typography, I've selected a few of my favorite Halloween images as backgrounds to pair with my favorite Halloween fonts. And these include Fright Night, Countdownville, Hillingdon, that's my cousin by the way, Another Danger, Furiosa, and by the way, for this really movie horror poster effect, I just added a red shape on top of the image and used the blend mode. We've also got Vertigo Death, Parapet, Moon Hells, Cheesy Horror, Unifractor Cook, and Vool. Don't tell me Halloween fonts don't have the best names. To explore these and many other options, you can search in the fonts library. You'll see that we have a Halloween collection, so take your time and trawl through some of these fantastic options. Lastly, Halloween is a great opportunity to try out some spooky image editing. One idea I'm really into this season is the double exposure aesthetic, which you can create by using 2 images and the blend tool. Depending on which blend mode you use, you can create some really cool and really interesting effects that are perfectly suited for a Halloween aesthetic. And then don't forget, you can also add a video layer using the exact same technique with the blend tool for a more dynamic result. And then another cool idea to try out is adding a ghost to the background of your image to freak out all your mortal friends. As ghosts, we love this kind of thing. To do this effect, all you need to do is search for an image of a ghost, then use the remove background tool to cut it out, and finally lower the opacity to around 40-50%, somewhere like that. Then just position it in the background and perhaps just use the mask tool with a soft edge just to polish away some of the edges. You can either make this effect very subtle and creepy, hiding it in the background, or perhaps apply it in a more playful way to celebrate the one night of the year when ghosts take over the town. GoDaddy Studio is a free app for iOS, Android, and web that you can download right now. All the links you need are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this special Halloween edition, and please remember to subscribe if you want to keep learning about GoDaddy Studio. I'll see you next time.